When you are employed but you don't like your current job, when you don't like your current boss, do you let go of your job immediately, or do you first look for another job, ensure that you have a second offer, and then you let go of this first job? Correct? So this is the way the mind functions in the world. The same thing will happen on the path of spirituality. You will not be able to just drop attachments unless you have a foothold in something. Recognize this. If I just tell you, okay, drop attachments, it will happen on its own. Will you be able to do it really? Look, haven't we already tried this? Yeah? So it doesn't work. What works is only first you give me something where I can hold on to, and then I will take my foot off this boat. And what is that? Where you can put your foot right now, the witness consciousness. Okay, let's do it once more. You are looking at me on the screen. Completely focus here. It's a 1 second search. Completely focus here. You are looking at me on that screen. Yes. Eyes are the seer, and Ekta on that screen is the scene. The computer screen is the scene, eyes are the seer. Is the first step clear? Now recognize there are thoughts about whatever you are seeing, about what Ekta is seeing. Can you recognize the thoughts? The mind? Yes. So the mind is the seer, and the eyes as well as this computer screen is the scene. Do you get this? Yes. Do you recognize who said, yes, I get it, no, I don't get it? That is the mind. How do you know that the thought arose, yes, I get it, no, I don't get it? That means there's something beyond the mind who's watching the mind say yes and no, all those thoughts arising and falling. Yeah, take your step beyond to that point. That is the knower. Let's call it the knower. It knows that the mind is saying yes, it knows that the mind is saying no. Could you get to the knower? Fantastic. This knower is nothing but the I thought, that which says I am, I exist. That I am attaches itself to the mind and says I am the mind. That I attaches itself to the body and says I am the body. Yeah? Drop these labels of body and mind and just be with that I, the knower. Can you sense it? Can you recognize it? You can never turn back and look at it. It's just there. You can just sense the knower. Yeah? When it is knowing something, then only it is the knower. A point comes when there is nothing to know. Sometimes when you just have an afternoon nap, yeah, you go to sleep, there's nothing to know. You notice you might just have a few minutes of deep sleep that time, where there was nothing, no I. The I had collapsed. There was nothing to know. Yes, but can you say that you died? No. You woke up after your nap, very much alive. That means there was something even when there was no knower. So knowing is a function of that consciousness. Yes, that same consciousness is called the knowingness or the witness consciousness. When it is knowing something, when it is witnessing something, it is called the witness consciousness. When it is not knowing anything, when it just collapses, in that no thingness, there is no I. That is the pure consciousness. Now, my problem is I go into pure consciousness or closest to pure consciousness only in the state of deep sleep. Yeah? Because I'm very attached to this body, I continuously keep coming out to the body and the world and the mind. So the technique is to again and again attach yourself only to the sense of I. Drop the thoughts about the body, drop the thoughts about the mind, and just be with that sense of I. It's a sense, you can sense it, the awareness. Stay there, stay there, stay there. You'll slip and fall. Obviously, you come to the body and mind because of your past habit pattern. Again, you stay there. Again, you slip. Again, you stay there. It doesn't matter if a million times you slip, million times come back to that sense of I am. That witness. Staying there, staying there, staying there, steadying there. A moment will come when that witnessing will drop. The knowing will drop, and you will find yourself in the field of nothingness. You don't have to do anything beyond that. Beyond that, everything happens naturally, spontaneously. Yeah? So put your foot in that boat of the witness consciousness first. Recognize that, then only you will be able to take your foot off the boat of attachments. Yeah? Just like you get the offer to join a new company, then only you let go, you resign in the old company, no? That's the tendency of the mind. Advaita Vedanta understood this tendency of the mind, and that is why gave you the destination right in the first go. Yeah? Now that you know the destination, you put your foot in, you become comfortable. Yes, this is my journey. Now you can take the foot off from the other boat, which means what? Don't give importance to the thoughts of the body and the mind. Whenever they come up, I recognize, oh, it's just another dream thought. Anyway, this is a dream world. I have spent 20, 30, 40, 50 years in this dream world. I have tried to secure myself in money and relationships and wealth and name and fame and power and politics, and I have not found true lasting happiness. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place, no? If I've spent 50 years looking here, 40 years, 30 years looking here and haven't found it, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Maybe I should change my direction. So let me just stay as the witness consciousness. I have put my foot in this boat. Now let me ignore the thought about the body and ignore the thought about this drama created by that relative and this drama created by that relative and how dare she say this to me. All story of the mind. Drop, drop, drop. Stay, stay, stay. That is the only way. That is the only way to be able to let go of the attachments. In fact, you will not have to let go. They will drop. Automatically, they will drop. That doesn't mean you will stop caring for your child or stop caring for your spouse or not take care of your parent. In fact, you will be the first one to take care of them even better than the others, because everybody else gets traumatized the moment there is an explosive situation, a difficult situation. They can't deal with it. But because you have learned to ignore those thoughts of the mind and just stay as the witness, your action will be a perfect action for the benefit of your relative. Yes? You will be able to function even better than before. Why? Because I'm not bothered about my ego getting hurt by this person and that person and blah, 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 blah of the mind. I don't give it any more importance. Level 0 is the people who still blame the other people, the world, for their pain and misery. If you still blame, oh, he is the cause for my pain, she is the cause for my misery, this, I don't have enough money, that is the cause for my misery, or I don't have power, name, fame, that is the cause for my misery. If you're still blaming the external world, you are at level 0. Some people walk on the path and they become a little more wise, and then they say, no, it's not the external world that is the cause for my pain. It is my mind. My mind is the cause of my pain. My continuous mind goes on and on and on and on and on. Yeah? These people are at level 1. Yeah? Half journey is done. From blaming outside, at least they blame their mind. A journey is not complete. Yeah? The final level, level 2 is what? Where I don't look for a cause only of pain or misery. I have gone beyond looking for cause. There is no cause for pain. I have established in the pure consciousness, and I recognize what is there to call it pain. It's a dream. In one dream, I am arguing with somebody for more money. It's a dream. In one dream, I am running away from the tiger. It's a dream. It's all but a dream. One dream is not more important than the other. This is the person who has attained the final level, who does not blame anybody for anything. Only if you are at level 1 or at this final level will you get this knowledge. At level 0, you will struggle. So if you're struggling, please visit Advaita level 1 videos on the website and YouTube. Then revisit the Saint Kabir's knowledge. Practice being in the witness consciousness, and then we can go ahead from there. Yes, witness consciousness is also a part of the dream. It is that part of the dream that is witnessing the dream. For example, take your memory back to any dream you had last night. Whatever you were doing in your dream, you were witnessing the dream. Do you remember that part? Yeah. In the dream, there was a dream character who was fighting, was saying something. There's a part of you that is just witnessing, just knowing the dream. Yeah, there are two parts of you. The one that is fighting with the other character in the dream, and one part of you that is just knowing the dream. Yeah, we have to take a step back from this dream character who's fighting in that dream, who's lost in the cravings and aversions, to the one who is just knowing the dream. This is there even right now. Yeah? If you have really woken up and really recognized that I cannot do anything, I can only know that the body and the mind is doing something, is acting, is listening right now to Ekta. But I am the knower. I am the witness consciousness. I have only one ability. I can only know. I can only witness. I cannot act. I cannot do. I am not even listening. I'm not even speaking. I'm not doing anything. I am not sitting. I do not go. I do not come. I just witness whatever is happening. That is where I am insisting and urging that you make an effort to recognize. There are two parts in you. You are so consumed by this part the one that is consumed in the argument with the dream world, you're forgetting this part of you that is just witnessing this dream. His hands and feet and senses are tied, the way Swati describes it. He cannot do anything. He just knows what is happening in the dream. That's exactly what is your situation right now. But you're so consumed in the character, in this body and mind, listening to Ekta right now, you are not taking that step back and recognizing the one who is just knowing, who is just witnessing, who cannot do anything else. Just like right now, this body-mind complex called Ekta is speaking. But I am not speaking. I am just witnessing this body-mind speak. The hands are moving. The words are coming out through the lips. The eyes are seeing the computer and the people on the computer. But I do not see. I do not speak. I cannot do anything. I am just knowing. I am just witnessing this. Recognize that you have that too. The dream character and the dreamer, both together. Right now you have it. Little more contemplation, little more self-exploration on this is required. You will get there. Pointless question, no? You're telling me analyze the dream. You're telling me analyze the dream character. I'm telling you drop the dream completely. Come to the knower of the dream, the one who's witnessing the dream. Again and again you will go here and again I will bring your attention here. Pointless. Pointless to dissect how many dream characters are there, whether one dream character is linked to the other dream character. Pointless, pointless. You are trying to analyze this dream. Wake up. Drop the analysis of the dream. Recognize the truth. There is the knower. You are that knower, the witness. Come there. Your problem is that you are thinking that the point of life is in people, is in relationships, is in money. I am telling you the point of life is in waking up from this waking dream world. We are speaking on two different levels. If I come to your level and speak, it's pointless. I will just give you a temporary relaxation pill, which will work only for one day. Tomorrow you will be back to your misery. It's pointless to talk at that level of the dream. I can do that, but it is pointless. I am insisting, take a step back to that level of the witness consciousness. At that level, you will recognize there is no husband, there is no wife, there is no child, there is no parent, there is no family member. There is nothing, there is no money, there is no world, there is no fame, no name, no prosperity. There is only one thing there, absolute peace. And it's either or, huh? You cannot have both the worlds. You're saying, I want both the worlds. I want all this drama of the world also. I want this dream world also. And I want to wake up also. Is it possible? It's just not possible. Yeah. So you have to recognize this thirst of the mind. Mind is very greedy. Wake up and recognize, I have to drop this greed of the mind and find what I am thirsting for. I am thirsting for peace. And that peace will come only by waking up. When this one wakes up, does this dream remain? It cannot remain. The dream vanishes. He's awake. So wake up. When you wake up, then there is no dukkha, there is no pain, no misery. Recognize the truth that your pain and your misery is because of your mind's craving. It wants that person's company who has passed away. It wants that thing that was available when that person was there. Whatever it is, maybe money, maybe companionship, maybe more friends, whatever it was, the independence, whatever you had when that person was there, the mind is craving for that thing. Yeah? Wake up to this truth. A lot of us must have lost a lot of close people, especially during this COVID pandemic. It must be hard, I understand, but recognize the truth that it is hard on the mind only because the mind is greedy and it is greedy for the companionship it got because of that person, the money that it got because of that person, the, the family it had because of that person, the social club that it had because of that person. There's something. Recognize this truth. Wake up to that. Yeah? Wake up to that. Drop it, let go, and look for true peace. Anyway, anything outside in this world is temporary. Yeah? Don't run after transiency. There is an address for Mr. Permanent Contentment. Look in the right direction. Your problem is you want to keep looking in the wrong place. The address is here, no? Yeah. So stop looking for it outside. It's not even in an external person. Yeah. So instead of giving you a temporary relaxation pill to get out of that pain, I want to give you the address of Mr. Permanent Contentment. Go within, follow the witness consciousness. I will always be there with you. We'll get there together, not alone. So, witness consciousness is born with the birth of the body, physical body, and dies with the death of the physical body. Buddha called this anatta. Anatta is a Pali term for the Sanskrit term anatma. Translation into English? No I. There is no I. Yeah. This was misinterpreted by the people who have an affinity to the concept of the soul and said, oh, Buddha is saying there is no soul. No, he's just saying there is no I. There is nothing like a permanent I. And if you sit and meditate, you will come to that recognition where there is no I, there is no me, there is no myself. Yes, if you watch the Buddha videos, I have repeated this quite a lot in the Sutta videos of the Buddha. There is no I, there is no me, there is no myself. There is just a quiet plane of void. It is called the shunyata. He says anything before this field of void is dukkha, is pain. Everything beyond this field of void is joy or happiness. Suppose in this dream, if you notice, what did the dreamer really have that could have caused this dream? It is a fear. I've written it up there. Somewhere there was a fear hidden. Yes. In this next dream, what was there in this dreamer that could have caused this dream to happen? A craving for money. Yeah. So these cravings, these aversions, they are called sankharas on the path of Buddha. Yeah. Volitional tendency, sankhara. He says these are hidden somewhere, deep within us. We don't know where they are hidden. They are just hidden somewhere. And these keep manifesting again and again and again and again. Yeah? Because of these volitional tendencies, the I comes up, which is called vijnana or consciousness on the path of Buddha, and that notices whatever the perception of sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, that either likes it or dislikes it. There is craving or there is aversion, and because of that there is becoming, bhava. Bhava means manifestation of that particular thing. For example, in this, the argument on the money. Yeah? So, every single volitional tendency manifests as a situation in our lives. Where did this volitional tendency come from? Let's take an example. Mullah Nasruddin was arguing with his wife. His wife says, "You are very lazy, Mullah. All the time just lying around, not doing any work. You have to go to the market and sell the donkey before it gets too old. Otherwise, we won't get enough money for the donkey." And he fights and fights and fights with his wife. That, yeah, I will go. I know, even I want the money. I will go. And she's like, money, 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 money. That whole money, money, money thing. Somewhere the volitional tendency got deposited. The sankhara got deposited. And that volitional tendency, that craving led to the manifestation or bhava of this dream. The knowledge of your dreams actually gives you the knowledge of what happens in your daily life. You have certain volitional tendencies stored somewhere, and these keep manifesting. And if you're really very vigilant, you will notice, yeah, see, this fight that I just had with my spouse, it really got its root in that particular volitional tendency. You will be able to draw a parallel. Provided you're not too lost in the world, you're more in the witness consciousness and more in awareness. Yeah. So, the way Buddha has explained this, nobody else can beat it. He's the scientist. He has given the 12 steps of how this entire manifestation from the volitional tendency happens. There is birth of that particular situation, and then the situation dies as well. Yeah. He has even linked it to rebirth. He has linked how the same thing happens when the body dies. When the body dies, 17 mind moments before death, the last chitta happens. And after that, there is just the bhavanga. Bhavanga is nothing but all these cravings and aversions that were the seeds, somewhere stored impressions. They are running as the flow. The body dies, but that flow is still unaccounted for, unpaid. It is like a loan that you took, but you did not finish paying the loan and you left the body. Yeah? So it is not the body that will take the birth again. Yeah, otherwise the body should have looked the same. It never looks the same. So the body does not take birth. The witness consciousness disappears at death, which means anatta, there is no I, which people interpreted as no soul. What is born? Only these volitional tendencies, the bhavanga. Yeah, you can even Google up the word bhavanga. Yeah. This is what takes on a chitta. From that volitional tendency, the consciousness takes birth. And then the body is born. Yeah, so Buddha explains it in much more detail than it is explained on the path of Advaita Vedanta or even the yogic path. So witness consciousness on the path of Advaita Vedanta is equal to anatta, no I, on the path of Buddha, and pure consciousness on the path of Advaita Vedanta is equal to shunyata on the path of Buddha. You have a yearning to fulfill a lack and you're fulfilling it with them. You're trying to fulfill it with them, and obviously if they don't fall into the particular puzzle shape that you want them to fall into, you're going to be unhappy. So who made them the cause of my happiness? I, because I am trying to fill this person in for my sense of lack. And when this person does not fall into that puzzle piece, I am sad. Are you seeing this? So I am the cause of my own misery. It's got nothing to do with them. So what will people think is your mental construct. You have created the problem for yourself. Recognize this. Wake up to this truth. Yeah. Again, I'm not telling you to be antisocial. I am just telling you, see where you have put your happiness, in whose hands are the reins of your happiness. You gave the reins of your happiness to your people, whoever they are, I don't know, your friends, family, what will people say, whoever these people are. My reins of happiness are in my hands, not in the hands of other people. So it doesn't matter what others say. I don't even have the time to know what others are saying. My own establishing in witness consciousness is more important. I find my peace there. I find my contentment there. Yes, that is something that is never ever going to do bewafai with me. Can you tell me the English word? Bewafai? Cheat me. That is never going to. I hope you got it. Yeah. External world can cheat you, can do bewafai. This can never cheat me. This is home. I'm always at home. I'm very happy at home. Do you get it? See, where are the reins of your happiness? Start from there. Start from there. Again, repeating the third time, I am not telling you to be antisocial. I'm telling you to check where are the reins of your happiness.